All right, let's talk about something a lot of guys think about, but, maybe don't talk about. That feeling when you wake up and it's not there. And you get that little jolt of panic, right? Wondering if something's off with your health or your hormones. Well, take a deep breath. We're going to break down exactly what's going on. And that moment of, wait, why? Trust me, it is super common. So let's just get one thing straight right off the bat. Missing it every now and then is completely normal. It is not an automatic red flag that something is seriously wrong. Okay, so now let's dig into the facts. So first things first, we've got to understand what this whole thing actually is. And for a minute, just forget all the myths you've heard. This isn't some random thing. Think of it more like a built-in maintenance program that your body runs automatically every single night while you're asleep. Yeah, there's a fancy medical term for it, nocturnal penile tumescence, or NPT for short. But the only words you really need to remember here are involuntary reflex and REM sleep. This is so important because it means it's not happening because of some spicy dream you're having. It's a purely physical thing that kicks in when your brain is in its deepest sleep and your body is just, doing its thing. And this system check idea, it's literally what it sounds like. It's your body's way of keeping all the plumbing working, keeping the tissues healthy, flushing them with fresh oxygenated blood. It's basically a maintenance routine that exercises the hardware while you're out cold. And that's the key takeaway here. It's a sign of health, not a sign of arousal. Okay, but let's be real. Knowing it's just a system check doesn't always make the anxiety go away, does it? That's because there are so many myths floating around that cause a ton of unnecessary stress. So let's just tackle them. Let's separate the fear from the facts. All right, this is the big one, the myth that causes the most fear. So let me be crystal clear. Missing morning wood does not automatically mean you have erectile dysfunction. It's a total false alarm that causes so much needless worry. Seriously, even the healthiest guys on the planet will wake up without it sometimes, and for a ton of really simple reasons that we're about to get into. And here's the next big misconception. People think it's all about sexual arousal. Nope, it's a neurological reflex. Think of it like a light on your car's dashboard. It's just your nervous system and your circulatory system blinking on to say, hey, all systems are go. It has practically nothing to do with what's happening in your dreams. And then there's the testosterone question. Look, testosterone does play a role, for sure. It's part of the whole system. But, and this is a big but, it is not the only factor. You can have perfectly normal, healthy T levels and still miss it if other things are out of whack, like your sleep. So please, don't immediately jump to the low T conclusion. All right, so if it's not all those scary things we just debunked, then what is going on when it's missing? This is where it gets super interesting, because most of the time, the answer isn't some complex medical issue. It's actually hidden in your day-to-day life. So let's take a look at a few examples. First up, meet David. We'll call him the stress case. He's 29, works late, slams coffee at midnight, and is running on fumes, like 4 hours of sleep a night. Sound familiar? After a week of nothing, he starts to freak out. But what's really going on with David? It's not some deep, dark health problem. It's way simpler. It's the terrible sleep plus the high stress, which causes his body to flood with cortisol, the stress hormone. His body is stuck in fight or flight mode. It's not in rest and repair mode. So that nightly system check, it just gets put on the back burner. Okay, next up is Jason, the fitness guy. Now he's doing everything right, you'd think. Hitting the gym like a beast, cutting calories to get shredded. But then, for like 10 days straight, nothing. How can a healthy thing like working out cause this? Well, here's the thing we often forget. Even good stress is still stress to your body. Intense physical training, not having enough fuel from cutting calories, maybe being a little dehydrated. All of that tells the body, hey, we need to focus on recovery right now. So that routine background maintenance, it gets pushed down the priority list. And our last example is probably the most modern one of all. Meet Arjun, the phone addict. This guy is scrolling through his phone until 3 a.m. every single night. He's exhausted when he wakes up, and he's noticed the system check is offline. And the culprit here? It's not his body, it's his sleep quality. Remember how we said NPT happens during deep REM sleep? Well, that blue light from his screen is absolutely demolishing his sleep cycle. He's just not getting enough of that deep, restorative sleep where the magic happens. It's not a body failure, it's a sleep failure. Okay, so after hearing all of that, you're probably thinking, so when should I actually pay attention? When is it a real concern? That's a great question. So let's shift gears and give you a super simple, calm checklist. This is all about being informed, not getting alarmed. Now, I need you to pay really close attention to the word all on this one. This is not a mix and match menu. A red flag should only go up if all of these things apply. Number 1, it's been persistently gone for 4 to 6 weeks straight. Number 2, on top of that, you're also having issues with erections during sexual activity. And number 3, on top of all that, you've got other symptoms, like you're always tired, your libido is low, or your mood is in the tank. It's the combination of all 3 that's the signal. If that whole checklist just made you go, uh-oh, that's me, then yeah, it's a good idea to have a chat with your doctor. And these are some of the things they might look into. But look at this list: chronic stress, sleep apnea, blood flow. A lot of these are totally manageable, especially if you catch them early. This isn't about panicking, it's about being smart and proactive with your health. All right, let's get to the best part, the part where you take back control. What can you actually do about all this? Here is your healthy action plan. Simple, straightforward steps to get that nightly system check back online and running smoothly. I mean, just look at this list. It really drives home how everything in our bodies is connected, right? There are no crazy medications or complicated procedures here. This is the foundational stuff. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, find a way to chill out, maybe meditation or just deep breathing, drink more water, move your body, cut back on the booze, put the phone away before bed. It's these basic, powerful lifestyle shifts that often make all the difference. And you know what the best part is? This isn't something that takes like 6 months to fix. For most guys who really commit to these changes, their body's natural rhythm starts coming back online within just 2 or 3 weeks. That's an amazing return on investment for just taking a little better care of yourself. So if there is one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. It is time to completely reframe how we think about this. Missing it here and there is normal. It is not a report card on your masculinity. It is not a sign of weakness or some kind of sexual failure. It is just biology. And that right there is the real power in understanding this. Instead of seeing its absence as a reason to panic, try to see it as a quiet little message from your body. A subtle tap on the shoulder saying, "Hey buddy, maybe we need a little more sleep, or could we dial back the stress a bit?" It's a free, built-in health alert system. Your body is talking. The only question is, are you listening?